Hello everyone, in this video I will be giving you an overview of how we can solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube just like this. I'm sure a lot of you have tried to solve the Rubik's Cube on your own. If you weren't able to solve it, don't feel bad. Solving one without any sort of guide is nearly impossible. In fact, the creator of the cube himself took a month to first solve it. In this video, I will be introducing you to a 3x3 Rubik's Cube, and the tutorials which will follow this video will help you to learn to solve the cube to its entirety. Before we come to the overview, let us quickly get through some basic concepts of a Rubik's Cube, right? So, a Rubik's Cube has, you can say, 26 pieces, right? And out of these 26 pieces, there are 8 corners which have 3 colors. For example, this is a corner as it has 3 colors. It has yellow, orange and blue. Similarly, this is also a corner, this is a corner, this is a corner, and we have 4 other corners over here, right? So we have got 8 total corners. Next up, the piece is an edge. There are total 12 edges, and these edges have 2 colors each. For example, this is an edge since it has white and orange. This is an edge because it has white and green. Just like that, this is an edge because it has yellow and green. It only has 2 different colors. It does not have 3 colors. Next up, this is the most simple of them. It's the centerpiece. There are 6 centerpieces in total which only have 1 color. For example, this is a centerpiece, this is a centerpiece, this is a centerpiece, right? And these are always fixed in their position. It doesn't matter how you rotate the cube, these centerpieces will always stay at the same place. It is very important for beginners to recognize this difference between these pieces. Very often you'll see that people get confused between an edge and a corner, right? You need to make sure that you know that a corner always has 3 colors, whereas an edge always has 2 colors. Next up, let us talk about the number of stickers that a Rubik's Cube has. Right, so as you can see, there are 6 faces in a Rubik's Cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And each of these faces has 9 different stickers. For example, the white face has 9 different stickers, right? So in a total there are 54 stickers, 9 into 6, 54 stickers, and each face will have all of its stickers as the same color as the center when it's fully solved. For example, the blue face, it has all of the stickers as blue when it's fully solved. Note that because the centerpieces are fixed, you'll always observe that the yellow is opposite to the white, blue is opposite to green, and orange is opposite to red. This is always true, right? Next up, let's talk about algorithms. An algorithm is a set of moves performed to complete a specific task, right? So you need to memorize a few of these algorithms to be able to solve the cube. And a lot of these if you want to get really fast at cubing. When I first got a cube, I used to think that we were supposed to solve the cube face by face, right? I'm sure a lot of you also thought that you had to solve it face by face as well. But it is actually solved layer by layer. We will learn how to solve the white cross. We have to first make the daisy, which looks like this, with the yellow center and 4 white edges, which is followed by making the white cross. One thing to note over here is that the white edges match with the center of the other color. What do I mean by this? For example, this is a white edge, right? The other color is blue. So when you make the white cross, you need to make sure that this blue is matching with the center blue, right? So as you can see, it's matching with the correct color. So after making the white cross, you now have to make the first layer, which you do by inserting these 4 corners just like this. Insert them one by one and you've got the first layer, right? So basically what you did is inserting these 4 corners to make the first layer. Now that we have made the first layer, we now have to make the second layer, right? So as you can see, I've made the second layer already. So all you have to do to make the second layer is that you have to insert these 4 edges at the correct place like I've done over here, right? So after you have done that, you have made the second layer. We now have to make the yellow cross, right? So you have a few cases for this which you'll have to memorize, and then you can make the yellow cross very easily. After making the yellow cross, now we have to align the edges with the correct center. For example, this is aligned already. Like that, we have to align all the four centers. After that, we'll have to align all the corners. So I'll quickly do that for you. So this is for the edges. As you can see, they're all aligned now. And now you just align the corners. And after aligning the corners, we'll finish up the cube by rotating the yellow corners to the right place. So you can simply do it like this. Now I am obviously just going through it really quickly right now because we will be having a separate video on all of these steps later on. So this was just a brief overview. Do not worry, I will go step by step and I'll explain everything in detail. It does not require one if you simply follow my instructions and memorize every step. Hope this video gave you a general overview of what is to come in the tutorial series. We will be picking up one step at a time, and make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon to be notified when the new video drops next week. I'll see you then.